Hey everyone, it is Jay Soloff from Investors Alley, and this is our options trade of the week. So what I like to do is go to marketchameleon.com for my options analytics, and I go to this unusual options volume page. Really good way to see what's going on in the market with the options, particularly what's active, and I'll sort the options activity by volume to see what some of the biggest names are doing. And of course, you see a lot of the stuff that has been in the financial news recently. Tesla, NIO, these are electric car companies. Some of the chip makers like Intel and Nvidia, VXX, which is volatility. So one here that's pretty interesting is CRM, Salesforce.com, which has been on a tear lately. And this is a company that creates CRMs, right? Customer relationship management software used by a lot of different companies to track their sales leads and their clients and things like that. And it has just been announced that it's been added to the Dow Jones Industrial Average, so that's good for a stock price because a lot of funds are required to buy stocks, tracking funds and things like that, things that track the Dow. So you can see it's traded 4 times its average volume, mostly on the call side. But at the same time that it was added to the Dow, CRM also announced really fantastic earnings. So that's another reason, just a lot of really good news across the board. So if we take a closer look at that, and we can go to the trades here, and then we'll sort the trades by quantity to see what some of the bigger trades are. Now, keep in mind that this is an expensive stock and more expensive options, so trade size is probably not going to be as big as if it were, like cheaper options, but still quite a bit of, block type trades. What's interesting here is you see what looks like a lot of selling at this 325. So the stock, when it was at 271, looks like 3 pretty big blocks of 325 calls in September, so about 3 weeks away, being sold for $1.08, $1.07, sold just below the bid price. So that's how we know it's a sale. So a lot of that. Now, you would think that with as high as the stock is gone recently, and we'll look at a chart in a second, that might be dangerous to sell calls. However, this could be done against long stock. We don't know. Someone may own shares and they might be covering that shares with out of the money calls. So we don't know for sure what's going on. We're only seeing potentially one piece of the puzzle, right? So here you can see what CRM has done. Started doing well, but jumped up from low 200s to 270, high of almost 280 here. So obviously it's done really well. And if we look at some of this options action here, you can see quite a bit of volume as we get higher up here today. Not as much open interest because it just jumped up. The open interest is a little bit lower on. But here you can see this 325 traded, over 6,000 options opening. There was nothing there before, so sold for about $1. So again, someone's probably not selling naked calls here. That would be dangerous. This is probably against either long options somewhere else or long stock. And done as a cover call trade, this is pretty interesting. Although it would be expensive to own the stock, if you buy it, 271 and you're selling the 325, you're making a dollar worth of you're getting $1 in income, and you have all that room for it to climb up. So it might make an interesting covered call trade, but it could be various things here. Just interesting, lots of action in CRM, and we'll have to see what happens with it. But I talk about this sort of thing. We do lots of different options or calls and puts, long trades in my Option Floor Trader Pro service. So if you want to check that out, there should be a link on this page that you can follow. Thanks.